Should everybody be a 10?
Yo, right off the bat, guys, like, I think this is a thought-provoking question because, but the first question about this question is that, what is a 10? If you're comparing yourself to who, what's the standard of measure to say, I am a 10, I am a what? And yeah, that's a thought-provoking question. Shouldn't like everybody be a 10? And I would really love to hear your thoughts, guys, in the comment section. Do you feel like everybody should rate themselves out of a 10 when it comes to beauty and appearances, and that will work for them and stuff like that? So just comment in the comment section below, guys. What's your take on this question? Shouldn't everybody be a 10? I would really love to hear what's your thought on this one. So, but let's just hear what they had to say.
Into the mic, please.
Sorry. I personally think that everyone should have the confidence in themselves as a 10, yes, because if we were confident in our own image, we would have more brain room to focus on other things like developing skills, developing hobbies, maybe finding a healthy relationship, having a healthier mental state of life. So I think focusing on your rating and judging yourself on that is irrelevant. And yeah, you should be a 10. You should just be confident in yourself.
Nailed on, guys, like literally nailed on. First thing first, what I would like to bring forth about her response is that for me personally, I feel like this woman is really smart. You can clearly tell the angle she took in answering the question to see that there's some serious deep thinking and some serious deep consideration of what really is the question, and she's addressing it to the core, guys. So like what she said is that, guys, really the most important thing, it's your confidence as an individual. So what does that mean is that she's saying anything that can contribute towards your confidence and making sure that you are confident enough to approach any situation and go out there and fight for goals. Go for that, man. It's irrelevant if you feel like you are more beautiful than the next person, or if you feel like it's irrelevant to be more beautiful than the next person, but it's all about how you feel inside and what does that tell you about yourself. So it's more of the confidence part than the objective part, guys, because if you will be objective about your life, about your appearance and stuff like that, you'll forever be stressed and concerned about your appearances, how other people see you and stuff like that, and you won't have enough time to focus on the things that matters to you, like fighting for your career, fighting a hobby, like she said, like just enjoying your life, guys, because a lot of these days we are faced with a lot of these health related issues, depression, anxiety and so on, and most of them, they come from the fact that they stem from how you feel about yourself, man. So like for me, really good take on this one. Like she just nailed it to the core, guys, like really.
Sure. Okay, so there's a couple things there. You think that we should be less preoccupied with our physical appearance?
Yeah. So okay. Why not give yourself a 10? Like what justice does it do to rate yourself as a 2, to live your life being like, I'm an ugly 2, no one likes me? What good does that bring to yourself?
Well, I mean, if it happens to be the case that, for example, let's say you actually are a 2, or this hypothetical person is a 2, and you have a accurate self-assessment of your own physical attractiveness and you own it, couldn't you argue that it's actually more confident to be like, yeah, I'm a 7, that's how I am, versus like actually being like, let's say you're a 5, let's say you're totally average, you're not particularly remarkable in any regard, and you think you're a 10. Don't you think it'd be more confident to just be like, yeah, I'm a 5?
No, I think it's the most confident to show that you think you're the best you are. And I've met many people that by beauty standards, if we're using like Margot Robbie's standards, are ones or even less, but just their confidence and their personality made me think that they were fucking the hottest guy I've ever met. So I think if you have the confidence in yourself that you are a 10, that you will attract people to your confidence. And if you sit there self-assessing, being like, oh, I'm a 7, I'm a 6. No, I think that's just a waste of your time and bringing yourself down and stopping you from succeeding and getting further.
Well, they are actually saying the same thing, guys, but just coming from two different perspectives. The most important thing, it's all about the confidence, like especially when it comes to appearance. Like, have you ever seen this kind of people in our lives where you can tell that, you know, this person is not the most beautiful person in the room, but is the most confident person around everyone, and they carry themselves with that confidence, and they're actually succeeding, man, and they're actually doing better and greater than most beautiful people in the room. And you find the most beautiful women, man, and we've seen this in a lot of cases, especially when it comes to high school and stuff like that, and you like, you know, this person is so beautiful, but the way they carry themselves, they just lack that self-belief and confidence, and so yeah, man, for me, I'm like, they are both saying the same thing. The guys actually say, be confident even in the fact that you are not the most beautiful person in the room, but I accept myself the way I am, man. Because if you literally do not accept yourself, who will, man? Who will believe in you if you do not believe in yourself? And I feel in our days and age, we need that most than a lot of people, especially what we are seeing in the 2000s. Like, these guys actually and truly believe in themselves, and they're thriving and making waves, guys, and we love that, and that's what we want to see more of. But otherwise, man, one other take about this is that this woman is so, like, she's intelligent, guys, even though maybe in the communication perspective, they might both learn a thing or two, because this is a dialogue. Yeah, I can understand that you need to keep the dialogue going, but for me, these people have already agreed, man. They are just talking about the same point. It's just that each and every one of them wants the acceptance of the point from their own perspective. But at the end of the day, for me, this argument should have been done a long time back, because this woman just needed to be like, yeah, regardless of what you rate yourself, the most important thing is all about the confidence. If you're confident in that 7, and you can actually forget about the beauty and your appearances and start focusing on other more important things of your life, kudos, man. The most important thing is that, are you making it work in whatever rating you rate yourself? So yeah,
you know.
Well, is this scale based off of like solely attractiveness, or is it also like about
Physical.
what's inside?
Just physical.
It's
Right.
like just looks.
Because like if it's physical, then like I think that the point that you're saying is like kind of false, just because like confidence comes from within. It has nothing to do with your appearance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And if you believe within you are a 10, then confidence shines. And I mean, like, confidence is shown in appearance. Every one of you could look the same way, and if you're walking insecure, you're gonna look uglier. If you are walking loud and proud, you're gonna look like a fucking superstar. Guaranteed. Fact.
I don't think that everyone that like rates himself, let's say a 5 though, is insecure. Like, what did I rate I rated myself an 8, but I confidently rated myself an 8. I think like on the other side of what you're saying, like I completely get what you're saying, but on the other side of it's like I'm confident that I'm an 8, but like I also know that I can improve on like some things here and there, which is why I'm not like a confident 10.
So what standards though? Like what standards do you want to improve on? Because like you look like a 10 to me. I think you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Like what standards are you putting yourself to? Is it like westernized beauty? Like where do you think your flaws are that you're giving yourself a
just
lower
like
number
the
than a
golden
10?
ratio, like the staple of
And, like,
what
who made
beauty
that?
actually is.
And that's my point, is like you're over here being like, I could be better, but if you just thought you were the best, you wouldn't even worry about that. You could be worrying about how you could be better in your other life set skills, not just your beauty, you know? Like it's just, you are a 10.
Thank you.
Like you really are. Like there's nothing you can improve about yourself
I
except for
just
your
think
confidence.
there's, like everyone has like a little bit of insecurities, you know, but
Oh, I do too, but I'm still gonna stand here and like fight for myself, you know, and be like, I'm a 10 out of 10 because that's what I believe everyone should do.
Also, I feel like there's like you can obviously tell if there's like an unattractive person and an attractive person, and I think everyone should definitely be confident, but if you're telling that like unattractive person that they're a 10, like you're like so bad, like, and they're walking around thinking that, then like I feel like people could like totally like take advantage of them, and like
overly confident.
Yeah, and they could learn some, like they could get humbled, and like, you know.
That's a good point. It was making me think of this quote. It's like, you can ignore reality, but you can't ignore the consequences that come with ignoring reality. So if, let's say, a girl next to me, she's, I don't know, truthfully isn't very attractive, but everyone tells her, yep, girl, you're a 10 out of 10, don't ever settle for anything less, whatever. She might start going after certain guys, whatever, who aren't within her league or her whatever, and she's gonna constantly get heartbroken. Why is this guy doesn't want to talk to me? Why does this guy keep cheating on me? Why does this guy keep doing this? And same with guys. If it's like, if I'm a guy and I think that I'm the second coming of Jesus Christ, and every girl, I deserve a supermodel, I deserve an A-list whatever, and I keep going after supermodels and keep going after girls that aren't in my playing realm, I'm gonna constantly get heartbroken. I'm doing myself a disservice because I'm not actually playing within my roles. Because you can be confident and be an average looking person. That's what I think. Like, I'm not a 10 at all, but I'm pretty confident with myself, and that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. So I think that by telling someone something that's not accurate, you're doing them more of a disservice. Like you're putting a Band-Aid on like their feelings for the moment, and be like, yeah, you're a 10, everything's all good. But then when they go out in the world, they're not gonna get treated like a 10 necessarily. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yo, guys, today we are on a serious confidence class, guys. These guys, like, they are actually dishing it out to us. Like, they are actually giving it to us, guys. Like, literally what this guy just said, it just made me like think about this matter in a different way, man. To say like you could whatever, you could convince yourself of whatever lie or whatever rating you want to rate yourself, but you could never like escape consequences, especially if you are a guy. I don't know, maybe I'm saying this because I am a guy and I experience this every now and then in society. When it comes to women, like, women do not have any fear or favor when it comes to giving it to you and making sure that you understand your lane and your class, man. And I'm like, shit, man, this guy is seriously right, man. This rating thing, it's I think we like from where I'm at right now, I'm like, we need to accept the second take, to say just accept yourself to where you are, man, to the objective standard of yourself. Because if you're going to lie, really, if you're going to lie to yourself and be like, yeah, I'm a 10, and you go around here acting like a 10, like, the problem with the 10 thing is that you feel like you are perfect now, and usually perfect people, they love to impose. And if you are going to go around imposing your beauty onto us and be like, yeah, I'm confident to myself, I know myself, I'm a 10, and no one's going to tell me anything, I deserve the best, and all that, the world will like put you into your place, man. The world will like give it to you like harshly like that. And who are you going to blame? Are you going to blame us? Are you going to blame the world, because today, like, we've got some seriously angry individuals out there, guys, and they're angry at reality, man. These people have been lied to by their friends, families, telling them that, hey man, you can do it, you can like get to whatever level you want to get to. It's like right now I wake up in the morning and be like, I'm good at soccer, like the best soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, whosoever you think is best at football, and I believe that, and I went out there and want to and impose that I be signed by the best team in the world. These people will give me reality check. They'll be like, hey man, you can't just come here and impose that you are good. You actually have to go through the actual test and actually prove that you are the best. But this, even though after I've said whatever I've said, I feel like it's so sad that society have to set these standards for us, especially when it comes to beauty, man, because hey man, we live in society after all. Like, this is, wow, this is more complicated than like you can think, because at the end of the day we live in society, and society has every right to set the standard, and it's so unfortunate and sad that we have to conform to the societal standards. But at the end of the day, if we do not want to conform to the societal standard, we have to exclude ourselves from society. And as human beings, we are social beings. We cannot live without the social interaction of this societal individuals. So at the end of the day, we still need the society. So yeah, man, this is really like, but I would really love to hear your take on this one, guys, in the comment section. I plead and beg of you, like, just give us your take on this one. How would you approach this one in your own perspective? Are you saying you take her perspective to say everyone should just rate themselves to whatever rating they feel they want to rate themselves, as long as they are confident and able to work it out in that rating? Or you actually need to take some reality check and actually accept yourself to whatever rating you are, but be honest to yourself so that you won't be crushed when you go out there in the world, man, because the world is cruel. I don't want to lie to you guys, this world is cruel, and if you are not going to thoroughly and 100% examine yourself, the world will actually put you into the test and you won't like it. Trust me, you won't like it.
I disagree, because you're also like saying that as if everyone with the confidence has expectations that they deserve something. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Belladonna used to be married to one of my good friends who by society standards would probably be... Who the fuck
is that guy?
Who is Belladonna?
Belladonna was one of the most famous stars in the world.
Do you not jerk
She's probably more famous than you, no offense, but... And
I'm not.
Yeah, definitely
really
for
care.
sure. Like she out
Cool.
her Google search. I'm just saying she's really famous, and his confidence and
Is she?
she is.
I mean, I don't give a fuck if
Ryan,
she is.
can you
No,
answer
like,
that for us? Yeah, Ryan, do you know the answer to that? Is she famous?
You know a lot of stars.
I need to look at.
Hold on. Let's do a Google Trends search. Let's compare.
I've
Belladonna.
never heard of that name.
Well, I've never heard of that.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Nick.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Maybe
But
if
okay,
I
go
see
ahead,
the
go ahead.
face.
No, honestly,
I don't watch. I don't watch.
Like, I don't care, but what?
I kind of want to just bounce, to be honest. So
Seriously?
yeah,
Because
a
we're-
little bit. Just
You're that triggered over this conversation?
It's I didn't do enough research on the podcast.
Because we're talking about. Because I don't know who
it's just,
Belladonna is.
No, it's not that. It's everything. It's just.
Because we're
I
talking
have other
about
things to
rating.
even talk about people's attractiveness, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, that's my ride. So.
No, you
Oh, wow.
You can stay. I'll go sit in my car.
It's no. It's okay.
Self Castle.
No.
If you need a ride back, I don't mind driving you too.
Please stay.
I'm going back to LA too.
I just personally, I'm kind of.
We're all gonna just drive together.
Hang tight, guys. Just one
I'm gonna tell a joke.
I can do like a little sound effect.
Oh shit.
See,
I do have space. There's. I don't know if
I
anyone
knew,
wants
I knew
to.
that was gonna happen.
I do have space for one more.
What did I walk in?
She did. Oh, she's still there. Shit.
She said
What happened?
she said that she has better time than to sit here and look what people look like.
So y'all
Well,
not doing fun weekend plans?
Personally, for like the whole like
We didn't even
scale
get
thing, I don't
started.
think it's that deep. It's just like
I
No,
don't
yeah, it's
Well,
just
we
like
didn't
what do
even-
you
real
think
scale
about
1 to 10.
fun?
Remember when we were in like middle
Started.
school and be like, let's rate each other,
Yeah,
you
you
know?
wanna
Like
comment?
we didn't think it was that deep until now, where
It's
people started
not.
making it that deep.
It was nice
Bye.
meeting you.
Appreciate
Bye.
I think it's not fair to say everyone is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think
But
so
like
either.
when I rate people, I also rate people when it comes to their personality too.
No, absolutely,
Because you could be
yes.
like, you could actually physically be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But
But then
you're
if
a
your person-
shithead,
yes, if your
I
person-
will
yeah.
not want to
Right.
sleep with you
We
or
didn't
be
even
even
get
near
started.
Can we like move
That
on
was
a little?
like a pretty tame
We didn't even-
conversation.
yeah.
I didn't even-
Die.
Like, she would not have liked what I was about to say.
Absolutely.
Ladies,
Hold on.
Does looks even matter for a guy if he's successful, confident, smart? Dude on the panel, would you date an ugly chick for any reason?
I don't think looks matters if a
I
guy is
do.
successful,
We're gonna
confident, and
scoot
smart.
like
Yeah, I was gonna
everybody.
Yo, guys. Yo, like, but seriously, guys, that's seriously unfortunate, guys. That's just comes to show how emotional this woman is. But it's just so unfortunate for all of us, because I felt like she was smart and she was like literally holding her own in this conversation and actually bring some facts, man, and it shows like she really does her research, and when she has like a good approach in her response when it comes to dialogues and arguments. It's just that it's so unfortunate that she literally takes everything to heart like that. But I felt like, even myself, I felt like at some point they started attacking her, and some of them, especially the women, started attacking her solely because she's not the host of the show and they want to gain some favors towards the host. But you should know what you're getting yourself into whenever you're approaching podcasts like this. But yo, guys, like I'm saying, it's just so unfortunate that she had to take off like that. But I felt like she was really bringing her own into the conversation, and she's smart. I would really love to hear more of her take in conversations like this, because I seriously feel like she's smart. Yeah, guys, like, just comment in the comment section below. I'd really love to hear your take on this topic, and please hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. Please, I'm begging you guys, to each and everyone who watches this reaction, please, can you just hit the subscribe button so that we could grow, and I would actually make the content more better if we grow and I can see a direction into the channel. But yeah, thank you, I love you guys, peace.